Hello everyone, today is a very different video. I'm showing here some of my mess, and you see me as I am. No makeup, my hair is a mess, but that's how I create. Many of you have been asking me to show my process, how I come up with ideas and how I create and what my craft room looks like. So I'm just going to show my table here, but I thought today would be a good day because I woke up, I actually woke up very much overwhelmed today because I have my biggest craft fair this weekend, the Local 14 here in Portland. And I realize how unprepared I am because I have a few new projects that I'm starting, like a new podcast next week, and I've been so busy and I really have not had time. But anyway, so today I woke up at 5 a.m. My head was like spinning, and as I need to create, there are two things that I knew I needed to make, at least today. Those are my goals. One of them was a new tutorial for you guys for how to package. You know, every year there are some things that I do every year. So for example, lip balm, so chapsticks, I always come up with new ideas. Some of them with a die set, but I always make sure to have one or two that do not need a die set, because I know some of you do not have a die cutting machine. So I just try to, to honor that and to make sure that you guys can make your craft fair items as well. So here's what, so today I woke up and said, okay, I need to create a no die set lip balm that's easy and cute to make, but also for craft fairs, as we know, it's very important that we can mass produce and make something simple. So this is what I came up today, guys. I think you will love it. So it's a little box. It's like a cracker box that usually they have this on both sides. So I just cut it, did all the let me show you more here. There you go. Here's another one, and it fits perfectly, a regular sized chapstick. So that's a tutorial that's coming up. I'm going to film the tutorial right now. So I made quite a few here. I don't know if you can see. I should maybe move this light away. Yeah. So quite a few here, because here's my process, and that's what you want to know. So today, like I said, I knew I needed to create something for chapsticks. So basically, I always here on my table, I have this little notebook that I made with a mini cinch. So I just sat down, grabbed one of these, got the measurements, and basically drew what I needed. Here's the drawing. You're going to have these measurements for the tutorial, of course. So I draw always with a pencil because I always make mistakes, so I can erase. That's something I learned. So that's what I do. So I created that, and then before of course I filmed the tutorial, I make sure to make at least 3 or 4. It depends on the tutorial. If it's something more elaborate, then no, then I only create like 2, because the thing is, as you are practicing, you always learn better and faster ways to cut the paper. That's my experience. So that's what I did today. So I already made 4, 5, 6. This one is, I made 6. So I already have 6. I can show you. I hope you can see. So I have 6 here. And I'm just going to now cut a paper and film, and now I know for a fact the best way and the fastest way where to cut, how to fold it, and how to glue it. So I know that I will show you the best and fastest way to make this, because for craft fairs, time is precious and you don't want to spend too much time creating anything, because people just will not pay what is worth. It's just not worth it unless it's something that you made. And I have a lot of and I can show you here I'll show you maybe after this. I have like like a tabletop over there that is full of stuff, and that I can't look at it because it overwhelms me again, because I haven't put the price or anything. But sometimes you make something because you bought a die set or something, and then you just sell it at a craft fair. But if you are intentionally making something that you know you're going to make like 20 or 30 of those, then it has to be simple, because otherwise it's just not worth the time that you spend, guys. Unfortunately, and now with the economy, I think it's a bit worse. I'm really curious to know, and I will let you know if I felt any difference, because I don't know, I live in Portland, Oregon, and I find that I see less people in restaurants. I just think people are more careful with their money, rightfully so. So am I. But I am curious to know, because this is a big craft fair. It's been around for 40-something years. And just to give you an idea, last year I sold 111 products. So we'll see this year. I'm curious, and I'll let you know. But I woke up today knowing that I needed to make this, and I needed to make these too. These are, because these are things that always sell a lot. So this is this year's tea bag holder. That's the one that I'm making like more mass produced, because this one needs a die set. You already have this tutorial, you might remember, but you already have, and I'll have the link below, okay? The box, I'm making the tutorial today. But this one is one that you already have the tutorial. It does need a die set, but it's great for mass producing. So today I just sat, and at one go I made quite a bunch. So look at that. So these are easy to mass produce, but it does need a die set. But that's the one that I'm making, because tea bags, chapsticks, chocolate. So I need to make one for nuggets, like those chocolate nuggets. I'll make those. My mini books, they sell really well. And here's the other one that sells really well too. And I still haven't made them, so I'll make them tomorrow. That's my plan tomorrow, is the nail files. And here's what I found this year. I actually bought this at a garage sale. Look at that. It was like $2 for all of these. I found these mini ones. So I might create something for these mini files. Look at this. Look how tiny they are. They're like 2.5 inches tall by like 3/8 of an inch. I think so. Let me just see, because I don't want to tell you something that is not true. I can't find my, oh well, guys. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so I found these little ones, and I think I'm gonna make like a little book for this with 2. Yeah, I think 2 on each. We'll see. I'm still thinking, but that's what I do. That's my process. I'll show you the mess over there after here, but look at this. So I knew I want to create before this weekend something to hold these chocolates, because they sell well. People love those. Something for my nail files, because I have the big ones ready, and something for my chopsticks, and I needed this too. I needed to finish this. So that's what I did today, but that's how I work. Okay, today I need this and this. These are the products. So I have my little notebook here, my pencil, my eraser that I use a lot because I make a lot of mistakes with there's a lot of math, guys, in making boxes. And you know I love my boxes. So yeah, so it's time to create. So that's it. So I knew I needed tea bags, chocolate, this, and the chapsticks. So I'm halfway there. My plan is to make one more today. Right now, let me see what time it is. I have no idea. But I would guess it's around 4 o'clock. So I should have time to at least come up with something for these mini nail files. And that's how I create. And I'm so exhausted, guys. I'm so tired. Today, I'll be honest with you, I woke up and I was like, why do I do this? Is it really worth it? It's a lot of work. I mean, having the YouTube channel, it's, you know, I mean, how many hours did I spend just drawing, you know, cutting, and then I'm going to film it and then edit and all the things that are, I don't know. Sometimes I'm discouraged, to be honest, and even to do craft fairs, sometimes I am too. But that's the thing, I love it. To be honest with you, I really love paper crafting, but I know that many of you understand that sometimes you go, ah, should I really be doing this? I don't know, but I love it. Anyway, so I think that's it for today. And I am going to show you the mess over there because I know you want to see it. Because I want to be real. I'm not, you know, when we're doing and creating, we are disorganized. Creativity is messy. But then, yeah, and I already called my sister. I asked for help today. I called her and said, I'm overwhelmed. I need help. So she's coming tomorrow. She's coming to help me organize everything, put prices and things. And yeah, that's the thing too. One of the things that I've learned in my life is that I'm very giving, but you need to learn how to receive as well. And yeah, I work on that. So when I need help, I call my friends, I call my sisters. They're always there, but you need to ask. So there you are. I'm a little bit overwhelmed today, as you can tell, but it is what it is. So I'll just show you the mess, and then I'm going to, yeah, finish the video. Thank you so much, guys. And I love making this for you because I know how much I love to watch paper crafting videos and learning. And yeah, I've learned so much from so many wonderful creators over the years. And I'm just really glad that I can do that for you now. All right, you have a great day. Let me show you my mess. And as I promised, so here are all the things that I've made, like over the last, you've seen them on my channel. This is like my last video. So these are all things that I'm going to sell at the craft fair because it is the first weekend of October. So a lot of people are searching for like Halloween stuff. So yeah, so these are all the items that I've made in the last, I don't know, few months. And but I do need, and you've seen most of these on my channel, but I do need to put price on them. That's what my sister is going to help me with. So that's my mess, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I think I just needed to connect with you guys today. I was feeling quite lonely. This creation, you know, content creation can be quite lonely, I guess. That's it. You have a great day.